Hi, so I'm Charlotte Walshe. I'm the CEO of Jade Software Corporation, and I've been working with guys from Culture by Design for a wee while now, a few years. So I'm here today to talk about the return on investment that you get from taking a structured approach to culture, and not just the internal return on investment in terms of resilience and so forth, but actually bottom line return, so how it impacts on your margin and therefore your profitability. I think when I think about that, there was a guy who I worked with, an American, and his view was he understood the journey that we'd taken in terms of culture and could see the difference it made to our business, both in terms of innovation and in terms of profitability, and it really did have quite a profound effect there. And his view was that, gosh, you guys have this ability to just, if you get thrown lemons, you make lemonade. And it's that type of resilience and that value added which I think really encapsulates what happens with a great culture. So for me, what I've seen along the way, the difference that it makes is first internally, when you have a culture which starts with people and is focused not just on the internal people, but particularly on the external people that are your customers and your customers' customers. When you have a culture that's focused on those and has strong foundations in terms of great processes and great empathy and ability to understand and willingness to understand and learn and question and challenge, and also to mess up and learn from that in particular. When you have a culture that supports all of that, it means that you have a way of actually looking at your processes and really challenging yourself and figuring out how to do them better. So how do we actually improve this process to provide a better outcome for our customers and for ourselves? And that better outcome is reflected in a number of ways, but one of those is particularly in terms of cost. And you see absolutely over a number of years, as that focus is there, those operating costs do come down and the processes get smarter and you end up with more capacity to do more. So, more capacity to train, more capacity to improve further, more capacity to innovate. And you can take that as capacity or you can take it as bottom line cost out. But either way, it improves. A culture like that helps you to improve significantly your operating costs. The other impact we see in terms of that profitability piece is perhaps a slightly more longer term play, but you see it in how you approach the market, how you engage with customers, how you go about solving their problems, and how you go about bringing real innovation to the marketplace and to customers, so creating future paths for them. And it's through that understanding, having a culture that does and wants to understand people, and in particular our customers and our customers' users. So a culture that's really lined up with the customers and their customers. Through having that, we're able to bring real innovation to them. And it's that real innovation which creates that extra piece of value, that extra bit of profitability that means that your company gets picked over somebody else's, or it means that you can win those extraordinary or ambitious projects with customers that others can't. And what that means is that you have the ability to win work which is much more profitable. So that strong type of culture, very customer-centric, means that when you're out in the marketplace, you're able to do two things. One is you're able to create more valuable relationships with customers where you see more opportunity together to grow, and that creates a better, stronger revenue base and stronger profitability or more sustainable profitability through that. And then the other key piece is around how you grow and innovate each other's businesses. And to create business models in particular that are also more value-based or more profit-based. So that's kind of that's definitely what we've seen work through having this type of approach to culture. It's that ability to create new business models that actually bring higher profitability. It's the ability to win and bring more innovation to customers that brings more profitability and value for them and creates deeper and longer engagements with them. And it's also internally the ability to take cost out of processes and things that don't add value, so actually delivering OPEX cost reduction and therefore margin with that as well. So that's what you get from having this type of strong culture built in this structured way.